And they seem to have sniffed it out.
Yeah, now there is sums available still, so it shouldn't likely result in all that much. The cleanse is going to go down. So it is a good find! Oh my lord! Guri now here is going to pop that Cyclone as Cardi's arriving as well. And I think Casa has well overstepped his mark and will be taken out, trying to trade a bit of damage back, but it's not going to be all that meaningful. And again, just it's so perplexing to me that we're looking for that against a Corki put into that mid lane as we so come to expect. As Casa once again jumped on, stunned up, does have the ability to dodge out a lot of damage, but unfortunately the Tempered Fate comes down at the same time, and while Maple's trying to do the damage, there's not a whole lot of Azir at this stage, but they are trying to force back the Vikings, and Talon, failing the Alistair combo, will be giving a kill over to Maple, who's still trying to find his way in, and will. That's going to be another one. That's going to be the feat of Warfare, and that's going to be RJ picking it up.
And a 1.1k gold lead at the 12-minute 20 mark for Arja in this top lane.
Vikings seemingly uninterested in contesting, although they are heading that way. It is very, very low. Teleport coming through. Sealong on the flank, but way too late as the Otacon already taken. Woody gets flashed on, and Guri not able to find that stun. Does have a lot of damage. Down will go Woody as Kratos trying to get himself away, but RJ will be able to land it. Actually, Maple gets that kill. Caster flashing. Cyclone going to land on him. He should be taken out as well. But so is Sealong as Maple trying to make quick work of Guri, and will be able to do so. Betty now getting taken down by Shogun, but a lot of damage coming back. Barrier going to keep Betty alive as Maple comes screaming on in on this Azir. Has that Emperor's Divide and will claim himself 3 weeks earlier, and how poor they were doing against this Vikings roster. Between Worlds coming down, Woody as well as Casa really in the thick of things. Arja there as well. Maiden doing what she can, but not a whole lot at this time. Casa takes a big chunk of damage. Cyclone's going to be there, dodged up, and a lot of damage blocked there by Casa. Is down very low, and Betty gets the snipe, flashes forward, Slow will not connect, but Mabel comes gliding in, not going to be able to find the mark, and neither will that spear, but the Leandries will burn away at their health bar, and down goes Shogun, down goes Guri and Sealong as well. 3 for 0. Taking down their mid tower, now rotating to the bot lane with that Bard, going to be able to secure themselves another, and Kratos to boot does get that public execution, but it shouldn't mean all that much as Betty will come across and get himself another.
I think of the... okay.
Yeah, well, Tempered Fate connects. Will they be able to actually find the kill? Onto Guri! Oh my lord, that's a lot of damage. Why even question it? Baron's going to go down, Guri as well. So full V5 now with Baron welded by PSG in the near future.
Maple's just able to get out.
Oh, he's just having fun at this point.
Cardi's
trying to look for something. Public execution misses on the Betty. The flash, he's getting taken very low and does get taken out. Cosmic Binding does connect, and comes that grand entrance. They're going to be able to take down Kratos. Sealong will fall as well. Shogun alongside Cardi, likely to be able to make it out, although Shogun is in a spot of bother. No flash here for Woody means he's not likely to be able to catch up. Shogun sitting there, just allowing PSG to walk up on him.
Yeah, I mean, look, realistically, Woody just sets up the portal, and they just chase him down anyway. So trying to make the best of a bad situation, tried to fake them out and maybe get them to follow that path. But PSG Talon, no fools.
And mid lane tower likely to fall, maybe even the kill onto Guri as well, as that stun does go through the clone.
Oh my.
Very low now as Casa having a game for himself here. Top tower, mid tower, both inhibs as well. PSG eating good here.
Absolutely.
12k gold.
Cardi.
Oh, the Cosmic Binding connects. He's gone taken out. Cyclone there for Guri, but he's going to be next to full. There is just no damage as the Emperor's Divide onto Sealong cancels out the combo. And with all 5 members of PSG alive, Betty trying to get to his team, this should be the game. Being taken by them. They get their first win against the Vikings this split, and what a time to find it.
Absolutely, a game and a half out of both Maple and Betty. Putting up some crazy numbers, and if this is playoffs Maple, I'd like to change my earlier statement. PSG, CFO, and Gum.
Action, possibly brewing. Hook will connect, that's going to be the ultimate coming out of style, and that's first blood. Picked up by the best champ in the game, Jin. Should be likely even more. That's the season assist. Straight onto the trundle. Subjugate does come out. Is he tanky enough? Benny flashes away. Seismic Shove's great from Maple, but he might be locked up a little bit too much. Oh, it comes in!
Oh, my lord.
And it's an absolute trouncing as another hook will land from Woody. Flash away there for Style as the Seismic Shove barely misses its mark.
Oh, wow.
But Arja will not. Kratos able to get himself out, and as things were so quiet, they erupt. Very animated old Casa. Woody,
Missed it by that much.
unfortunately, Woody has been taken out.
Oh, okay.
Hook lands, and Woody able to maybe secure the kill onto Ceylon. Burns away to that ignite. Guri now. Maybe the next one under pressure. Hook goes wide. But in comes that Weaver's Wall. Can they find Kratos? Kratos no flash. He's going to be locked up, stunned up. Weaver's Wall's going to connect, and everything comes down onto Kratos. A lot of damage back onto Maple, though. He's burning away with that Leandries, but he should have enough HP to survive.
A lot committed for a Rumble when there is realistically nothing to gain.
Oh, dear,
okay, never
Guri.
mind.
Uh-oh. There's a lot to gain. Subjugate comes out. He's going to get blown up. It's going to be Casa who claims that one. Flash away here from Arja. Back into the fray of things comes Ceylon. That's 3 kills that were found ultimately down this bot side, and Maple starting to finally hit away at this bot tower. Being critical to the team fights that PSG have found. Now Woody's going to get targeted down here. Everything coming down onto him, but he has survived for the time being. Redemption even coming down. PSG not able to help him for the time being. It's a lot of damage and should eventually find the kill. Picked up by Style, who is exactly where they needed to go on.
He's still 2 stacks off his cult. Oh, Lord. It's bleak times.
Should be picked up. Another objective, and this means that through the feats of strength secured PSG as Woody once again face checks into a bush fully loaded with Vikings members, but the Weaver's Wall is here to try and turn things around.
Oh, my lord.
And Maple finds a fantastic shove, and boy oh boy is Maple back. It sure looks like it. Another shove lands, another kill comes through, and Style limping away will get caught by the root. And PSG maybe returning to their former glory.
Just no real respect for the Wombo.
Equalizer here. The rest of PSG are coming down. Maguri is there to match. Castle missing out on the cue, but teleport coming through. That's going to be the cease and desist. The lockdown is there, and Kratos should be taken out. What more can they find as the Great Magnetstorm comes through for Ceylon, lands onto 3. Just trying to get away. Flash out on the backside there is Maple having to leave the tower. Double kill comes through for Betty. Here comes the on the hunt. Are they able to find more though? Betty is just standing and delivering a lot of damage on Styled. Maple able to live. That's going to be a really nice amount of damage coming through from Cardi, but unfortunately with that shield is not going to be able to find the execution onto Maple, as he's going to get chased down to the wrong side of the map and will be taken out by the rest of Talon.
Yeah, unfortunately, while the team fight was split, Cardi was fighting Maple, having shoved that wave in, so it was Kratos and Guri unable to really just collapse in when they needed to, and Star walks it, immediately takes 50% of his HP.
Yeah.
They have not found a win in the playoffs bracket.
I think they have, but anyway,
they
out. Hook does connect onto Guri, and Ice Seismic Shove equalizes great though, but is there going to be any damage? No, Caster pulls the trigger. One more ult will land. No, it will not, but it will. That's a gargoyle, and a big one at that as the ace comes through. A triple kill and a quadra for Maple, and PSG are truly back.
Unfortunately, Casa takes the Penta. Not intentionally.
Using T1 as their opponent as we come back to live. Shutdown picked up. That's nice style. That's a big injection of gold. Can they find more? Cardi will not. In fact, he's taken under the tower and he's gone for a jolly old ride. Betty able to take that kill, but it is answered back as they will find Casa. Now Betty charging on forward, finding a lot of damage. Has a lot of movement speed. The pillar maybe just stops him in his track, but the curtain calls there. 1, 2, not going to have the damage. Needs to land one more W, but won't be able to do so as we do approach a possible Baron flip. Arja can try and go forward, but it's Casa that's able to find his way in. Cardi having to desperately run away, and down will go Ceylon. Arja in the thick of 3 people trying to get that torn off. Will be able to get away with that phase rush. It's flash forward from Maple. They get another one. Guri's going to go down 2, all but certainly as he's limping away. Cardi definitely falls on the top side. And Guri manages to get out, but not before losing 3 of his teammates, and this will be the Baron. Kratos aggressively positioning, and he's going to get split off from the rest of his team. No, they make it over that wall, and now it's Castle that maybe is in a rough position. A lot of CC coming down onto him. He does pull the trigger on that cease and assist, but it's picked up. Curry gets that first kill, and now Archer, he's in the middle of absolutely everyone. Does go golden as the sniper wave. He finds his way onto that back line, and yes, Archer's going to fall, but what does it cost them? It's a 2 for 2 as things stand. Woody having to flash away, and Betty over the wall. One, give me a second. There it is, and Kratos is now all that stands.
Yeah, I mean, that equalizer, you know where Betty is because the curtains call is coming down. Doesn't really find much other than, I mean, Arju was dead right anyway. Potentially makes that fight a little less comfortable for Betty, but PSG just steamroll through a 20 kill gap in the game. I think one fight in the game is all but done.
Yeah, top lane tower going down. Betty now alongside his team walking towards his top tower. Maple putting down that Weaver's wall is going to cut off Guri from the rest of his team. He does not have flash, so he is locked down. Equalizer coming down to provide a bit of space, but Woody might be targeted out. Woody might be taken down. When it comes Archer, that's a 2-man. That's 1 for 1. That's 1 for 2. Couldn't call. Not going to find anything more, but PSG is certainly in a good position to try and look to end it. Great timing on that scattered earth. Means mid lane inhib will go down. The top lane will follow.
Cease and desist still available for caster, so anyone that steps too far out is going to be caught. Cardi no longer has Spirit Rush.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's style. No, okay, they hold off for the moment, but this should just be game.
Yeah, Nexus Tower's going down. The Nexus likely to fall, much the same as Style. Can we get Cardi as well? Betty might go down for the only time this game. The Leandries is doing some damage, but it runs out. And that unfortunately means Betty will not fall. It unfortunately means, however, the Vikings Nexus will, as PSG take their first series here in our playoffs.
Well, DFM were able to battle their demons earlier on this split to get themselves here to playoffs and taking down SH.